Hello, welcome to Shakeyburns Slow Reading. Today we have our special guest, Muffy. Hello. He's losing his hat all the time. And Commander James. Hello, pleased to meet you too. We're going to discuss Goldfinger, which is the title song from a, what was it, 1964 James Bond movie, because James Bond is cool, gold is cool, and jazz is cool, and this song makes a great poem. So we have gold. I've got lots of gold here. We have a piece of gold. A piece of gold here. Can you see it? A piece of gold here. And we have tea, which is called golden tea, which is a very nice sort of tea. So, yeah, we do discuss poetry, we discuss classic poetry, we discuss modern poetry, and sometimes we forget that title songs are also sorts of poetry, and sometimes they're just short and have a few words in them. Smells nice. And sometimes they have quite an interesting structure. There's a lot to discuss, or at least maybe there won't be a lot to discuss, but at least it's a very nice piece of art. Have you seen James Bond? Of course we've seen James Bond. Everyone knows James Bond. Yeah, James Bond is cool. I like it. So 1964, it's like just the beginning of the Beatles, when the music has not been contaminated yet by the Beatles. I love the Beatles, but it is a kind of a contamination, because you can't continue with the same kind of music when you have the Beatles. Still, well, James Bond has always had the style. We all know it's really stands out in the world of movies, music. We all love it. We know that he can regenerate, he can have different faces, and still it's the same James Bond. Yeah, he's a Time Lord. What's a Time Lord? Well, it's those guys from Doctor Who, and when they're about to die, they regenerate, and they have a whole new face, but it's the same person. Oh, interesting. Can you do that? Of course I can do that. Can't you? I'm not sure. Haven't died yet. Well, you'll find out then later. Right, so please open your Goldfinger lyrics. If you don't know the song, you may pause the recording and go and find the song and listen to it. Guys, are you ready? Are you ready to read it? Oh, I know it by heart. It's a great song. Okay, if you say so. Right, so again, what we do, we start with reading it aloud. Are you with us? No, she's not. Goldfinger, Shirley Bassey, 1964. Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch, a spider's touch. Such a cold finger beckons you to enter his web of sin, but don't go in. Golden words he will pour in your ear, but his lies can't disguise what you fear. For a golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's a kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of his heart of gold. His heart is cold. Then we repeat it. Pretty girl, beware of his heart of gold. His heart is cold. he loves only gold. Only gold, he loves gold. He loves only gold. Only gold, he loves gold. So it's a very short piece, a very short poem, if you look at it as a poem. But still, it's quite stunning. I like it. I like it. It gives you all the thrill. It gives you the chills. Yeah, she agrees. So, what's your first impression? Wow. It's not the first time I look at this song, but I am impressed. Each time, every time I am impressed. Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't know, it's shiny and it's cold. Ooh, who's the Goldfinger? The Goldfinger, he's the bad guy in the film. That's his name. His name is Goldfinger. Does he really have a Goldfinger? No, he's just rich and ugly and horrible. Oh, I thought maybe he really had a cold gold finger. Oh, maybe. But that's a good point, Muffy. A very good point. So we start with his name, Goldfinger. Goldfinger. And how do we feel about it? Why Goldfinger, not Gold Nose? Gold like gold. Ah, that's a good point there. Thank you. What's your name? Ah, yeah, nice to meet you. That was a very good point. Yeah, so Goldfinger. We can hold finger, point finger, gold finger. Maybe if you grab your gold, you have gold finger. Or maybe it's a magic finger. Oh yeah, I think it's a magic finger. Why? Well, because he says Midas. Ah, yeah. So we do have lots of gold in history. We have gold in myth. And when we have gold in myth, it's something magical. Because what do you know about gold? Well, it's nice and shiny. And we love it. You newt. Who needs gold when you can have ice cream? Not ice cream, the other thing. Yeah, okay, let's not digress that much. So what do we know about gold, and how do we feel about it when you say gold, gold, gold? Excited. We feel excited. We feel awfully excited. There's a big piece of gold here. It's not real gold. What is it? It's fool's gold, you know. Oh, you fooled me. Yeah. So gold creates a very mighty presence. Gold is like power. And it comes from the dawn of history, really. Well, you think, well, it's just some yellow metal and it's not very practical because it's too soft. Yeah, it's good for electronics, but maybe you had electronics back there, maybe not really. But anyway, for any practical purposes, it's just too soft. But it's nice and shiny. We love shiny things. And it reminds us of light, of sun. So we have gold as something male, the sun, and we have silver, which is like lesser metal, but also shiny, like night, the moon, the stars, silver, female. And each time, oh, I know, each time, yeah, what is it? Each time we have something golden in a fairy tale, it belongs to another world, to the world of the fairies, like golden hair, or golden horse, or a golden bird, or a golden ball, or a golden egg, anything. How can you have a golden horse? Is it alive? It's golden, it's magical. Oh, I see. Yeah, and golden is the same as fiery, because the sun is fiery. The other world where it comes from is made of fire. So when it comes to our reality, we see it as gold, and it makes people crazy. Oh, and dwarves. Yeah, and the dwarves can certainly get crazy over gold. And dragons. No, they need gold for vitamins. It's not like they're mad about it. They just need it for vitamins. They sit on gold, they get their vitamins from it. Right. So why Goldfinger? So he's not a gold entirely, but he has a golden finger. Maybe it's like a magic wand, his Goldfinger. Anyway, when you say gold, you're like, ah, eyes are shining. Even if you're not greedy, we like nice and shiny things which don't get corrupted over time. And gold doesn't get corrupted over time because it's magical. That's the only reason. You can tell me anything you like about physics. But really, truly, it's just, it's magical. So we have the person who represents the power of gold. And gold, as any power, is neither good nor bad in itself. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Gold is neither good nor bad. But it can have different faces, the face of gold. And we have all of it in this little poem, which is why it's so amazing. We touch something as powerful as gold, and we show its extremes. So Goldfinger, he's the man. So we know gold is he, we know it, silver is she, gold is he. And he's the man. He's the one you're looking for. He's the big one. He's the boss. He's important. He's important. He's the man. At the same time, we say he's here. He's the man. He's not a god. He's not a deity. He's not a fairy. He's not a spirit. He's here. He's a man. But even as he comes to our reality here, he still keeps some attributes, some power from his golden origin. Golden origin, give me a break, really. No, it does make sense. It makes sense. You see, he comes from there. But he can't be here as he was there, because he was like the genius of gold, the spirit of gold. And if he comes here, then he can't be a spirit here to operate in this reality. Yeah, okay. I guess so, maybe. So he has to become a man, like this form, so it would be fitting. Fitting, because it's like a different planet, a different reality. You need some sort of a space suit. Oh, so his man shape is his space suit. Yep, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's very good, very interesting. Good idea. Okay, yeah. So maybe it's the spirit of gold who gets a bit bored from time to time, and the spirit of gold comes down to our reality, and he just makes people mad. Maybe there was some innocent guy, and then the spirit of gold came to him, and that guy said yes, and became Goldfinger. He's the man. And you say, oh, the man means he's the boss, but then we have the next line, which says, the man with the Midas touch. Ah, maybe that changes it. Maybe that changes it. Who's Midas? Don't you know? Do you know who Midas is? Yeah, I thought so, because everyone knows Midas, that Greek king whose touch was turning everything into gold. And at first he thought it was a very good idea, because that's what he asked one of the gods for. Was it Hermes or someone else? Well, anyway, he asked gods they asked him, what do you want as a reward for something good you just did? And he says, I want to turn everything into gold. Whatever I touch should be gold. And he wasn't very specific. That's the problem. And well, I think you know the story. Well, isn't it great? So he could like, phew, gold, phew, gold. Yeah, and then he was trying to eat something, and he touches his food and it turns into gold, and he touches his drink and it turns into gold too, and he touches his wife and she turns into a statue, and he loved her. Oh, well, that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, well, okay. So because he wasn't very specific, everything he was touching turned into gold, and he found out that too much gold isn't very good for you. Anyway, so Midas touch is about gold, but a gold can be a curse. The man with the Midas touch, everything he touches becomes dead, shiny but dead. And that's his problem here. Gold as something that is shiny but dead. Because gold can be good. Gold can be very good, very magical and healthy, and yeah. Ooh, what do you say? Yes. Yeah, good point. Good point. But it can also be a curse. It can be deadly, evil, you may say. Because Midas wasn't evil, but that man Goldfinger, he is evil. And if you mention Midas, you kind of create this big background when you're bringing ancient history and mythology and gods. So you place this guy, Goldfinger, somewhere with ancient gods and heroes. You say he's not just from this space and time, he is more universal. Yeah? And unlike Midas, he knows what he's doing. And he has no problem with it because he's not really a person. Midas was a man, and that's why turning everything into gold was a problem for him, because he needed to eat something, and he loved people, his wife and children. But Goldfinger, no, he's just pure gold himself. He's the essence of gold, so he doesn't care. Like Elsa from the Frozen doesn't care about getting cold, because she is cold. She is winter. So, and he is the gold. Scary. Well, that's kind of the point. So, and then we say a spider's touch. I really love this song in sense of poetry, how it's weaving. One line leads you to the next line, leads you to the next line, and it's turning with each line. And I like how it's short and precise, because very often you look at poetry and it's kind of long and they're trying to tell you everything at once, but here it is fantastic. It's laconic and it makes it much more powerful. And we have all those amazing little inner rhymes which make it stronger. So we start Goldfinger. Goldfinger, he's the man. Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch. Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch, a spider's touch. Yeah, Midas, spiders, that's one inner rhyme you have here. and we continue, it grows, it changes. It's like a little diamond. You look at it from one side, you see one thing, Goldfinger. You turn it, he's the man. You turn it again, you see a bit more, or from a different perspective. He's the man with the Midas touch, and you think, well, maybe he's a little unhappy person like that king, and he didn't want to be all gold. But you turn it again, and next line says, a spider's touch. Oh, spiders, I don't like spiders. Everything is spiders here, come out. No, I'm afraid of spiders. Oh, come on, spiders are good. Well, no, they're not good, they're scary. They have 8 legs and lots of eyes, and they're hairy and huge, and they can eat you. Not true, not true. Spiders are very good and magical and friendly. Well, unless you're a fly. Are you a fly? No, I'm a leopard. You see? You can come out. Anyway, we don't have any horrible, awful spiders anywhere where it's not tropical. Does it look very tropical to you? -15 and lots of snow. No, it doesn't look very tropical to me. Does it look very tropical to you, people? Is it very tropical? Maybe it's not very tropical. Okay, if it's not very tropical, then that's okay. We don't need to be afraid of any horrible spiders. Is that what we had? Is that how we had it? You think that's how we had it? Yeah, I think that's how we had it. Okay, good. So we create this ancient background, which is very big and very powerful. We say we're not talking just in terms of 3D here. And then we make it more specific. We say it's a spider's touch. And when we say it's a spiders, oh, come on, come on, come on. Don't be such a baby. I am a baby. Well, grow up then. Yeah. Okay. And now we say he's evil. If you say his touch is a spider's touch, then what in our modern culture, what do we think about spiders? They wait in their web, and they make their plans, and they sit in the center of their web, and they don't go anywhere, but they know what is going on around them because they plan it and they control it. A spider. Which makes you think about the World Web. Ah, very interesting. Yes? Is it all you say? Yeah, could be. Yeah, could be. Oh, no. Well, I'm not sure. Spider's touch. So Midas becomes spiders. It's turning. We don't change it completely, but we turn it a little bit. Well, that's the beauty of it. We turn it a little bit and it gets a completely different, even opposite meaning. Midas, turn it a little bit. Midas, spiders. Ah, the whole difference in the world. A spider's touch. Such. Yeah, touch, such. Mwah. Such a cold finger. So Goldfinger becomes cold finger. Gold and cold are connected in this poem. Because there are lots of definitions or connections you can make with gold. But the closest is cold. Gold, cold. G, k, very close, near sounds, as we know. Such a cold finger. is cold metal. And again, if we say it's a spider's touch and it's cold, then we don't really say he's a good guy, we say he's a bad guy. Well, that's obvious, kind of. And who has cold fingers? Do you have cold fingers? No, no. Do I have cold fingers? No. Nice and warm. Do you have cold fingers? No. So if your fingers are cold, then what does it mean? Yeah. Cold, I guess we mean like emotionless, heartless, indifferent. Yes, that was all good points. Cold fingers. So he looks shiny, but in fact, he is not alive. Warmth is an attribute of the living, and coldness is an attribute of the dead. So he's not a human being in all sense of word. He is like a spider, and we don't like spiders because they're alien. Our mammal heart looks at them and says, oh, they're alien. If you say insect, what can be more different from a mammal than insects? They're all backwards. They have a skeleton outside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he is not from our society. He's not human. He's alien, very alien. He's alien from humanity. He's alien from the living in general. And he doesn't care. His finger is cold. Such a cold finger beckons you to enter his web of sin. Oh, no thanks, no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Oh, come on, come out, come out. Well, now we, if I may, yeah, sure. Now we develop this metaphor of a spider in his web, and we make it more, how do you say it? How do you say it? More obvious? More obvious, okay. We make it more obvious, and we can see it better, how he's a spider in a web, but his web is not a real web, not a physical web, and it's not even a web of evil plants, it's a web of sin. I finished. Yeah, okay. You say so. So the finger beckons you, calls you into the web of sin. So what happens if you say yes? You get into this web, and what happens to a fly which gets into the web? It gets stuck there. Yeah? It looks innocent, looks transparent, looks like nothing much, but you fly right or run into it without realizing, and you're dead, you get stuck in it. So that's an interesting turn, really. Oh, I know why. Yeah, why? Well, because usually if you say, oh, he's like a spider in his web, you think about connections. You think about how he is the center of some organization, of his evil plans, and he has lots of agents around, or something like that. And you think of a web like the World Wide Web, or like a big internet, yeah. Which is mainly about connecting. But if you look, oh no, don't start it, don't start, I don't want to hear it. That's alright, that's alright. If you think about the real web, then the idea of the web is not just to connect. Yes, the spider knows what happens on the other side of his web, because he can feel it, feel the vibration. But the main idea is still, it's a trap. Oh, so the internet is a big trap. Yes. People get trapped like little silly flies in the World Wide Web. But no one's getting eaten. Well, your time and energy and attention and intention is getting eaten. So if you do not control yourself, if you don't control yourself and you spend your time on the internet just looking at funny cats and stupid little nothings, then your time is harvested. You don't need it, then they take it. Well, fair game, because no one forces you. No one forces you to sit and watch little happy cats. Well, I'm a little happy cat. What's wrong with me? Oh, no, not you, not you. But I'm speaking in general. Then your time is harvested, and your mind power is harvested. It's really, really powerful. You won't believe how powerful it is. You could move mountains if you put your mind to it. But as you don't, then all that energy, it has to go somewhere. Otherwise, it would just be wasted. So maybe that's fair. Rather than waste it, they harvest it. I mean, if you know what to do with your mind power, you would do it. They won't need it. They won't get it. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Where were we? Oh, talking about the web. How here in this poem we come back to the idea of web being a trap rather than being a connection. And it's the web of sin, and it's his web of sin. So he is at the center. He is not, maybe he's not sinful as such, but he knows that it's a good trap for other beings, people, let's say, like drugs or casinos or something like that. Yeah? And he calls you to enter. So now he's like Satan or a devil, because he tells you, come here, have some little fun with me. It's the web of sin, but you'll love it. There's nothing wrong with it. Come here. And here we can see his finger. Yeah, from being something abstract, just a part of the name Goldfinger, then something that touches and kills, Midas touch. And now we can see it. His finger is like a whole living being. Yeah. We don't see his face, we don't see his eyes, we don't see his figure, but we see his finger, and his finger is very, very active. It's very independent. You don't need the man, you just have the finger. The finger does the job. Yeah. Any comments? Any comments? Okay. Okay. You can tell me later. Some more details. Beckons you to enter his web of sin. And here we are reminded that sin is a kind of a web. Again, a sin can trap you, and it might be very hard to get out, and if you don't manage, then in the end you will be eaten, most likely. But now we are outside. So you, the reader, the listener, you are in the poem too. Goldfinger, he is the man, and he calls you. You don't just look at it, you're a part of it. Beckons you to enter his web of sin, but don't go in. I love how this poem is made. It gets longer and shorter, and the punchline is short and to the point. Don't go in. Web of sin, don't go in. Yeah. Again, it makes it sort of sharp, sort of more powerful when you do it. So we have three people in this poem. well, 4 if you count the girl later. We have Goldfinger, you, and the narrator who knows what is happening and who can tell you at least some bits of it. Who can give you an advice, but it's your decision. Do you listen to the narrator who says don't go in, or do you listen to Mr. Goldfinger who says come here, let's have some little fun, I have heaps of gold for you. Ooh, don't go in. And they don't explain why, but it's kind of obvious because he's a spider and it's the web, so it's a bad idea. Then we have the chorus. Golden words he will pour in your ear. Again, it's something like an inner rhyme. Words and pour, if you listen to the song especially. Golden words. Again, what is golden words? Is it some words we like? Yes, it's something we like. Is it necessarily true? No, maybe it's not true. Maybe it's not true. Maybe it's just something, again, like a trap. He shows us something nice and big and shiny, but it's not true at all. So, golden words he'll pour in your ear. And pour in your ear is very interesting, because what do you think when someone says about pouring something into your ear? Having a bath? Oh, I have no words. Do you ever read any classics? Well, I've read some children's books. I've read Harry Potter. Does it count as classics? Oh, dear me. No, it does count as classics, but I'm talking about Shakespeare. Shake your head. Shakespeare. Hamlet. Hamlet? Which Hamlet? Which Hamlet? Was he a spider? Oh, no. His father was a king, and that's how he was killed. Oh, by pouring golden words in his ear. Well, almost, but not exactly. By pouring poison into his ear. Oh. You've lost your hat again. Oh, thanks. Look, pussy. It's a very, very nice view on your backside. She decided to join us today. Okay. So golden words pouring into your ear, and you may think about, Ray, I'm riding a cat. You may think about poison being poured into your ear, as in Hamlet, or you may think about gold as metal, and oh yeah, we love gold, but not when it's being poured into your ear. Would you like to have gold poured into your ear? No. That's horrible. Yeah, that is horrible. That is really horrible. Ah. So we have some something that comes into us, something that comes out of us. And the Bible says it doesn't matter what comes into us, it only matters what comes out of us. Yeah? And here, there is something that comes into us, some ideas that come into our head. And here he is really like, look, pussy. He's really like a devil or a Satan, because that is exactly what is happening. You start having ideas which are not your ideas, which are the devil's ideas. Yeah? And the thing is to see which is which are your ideas and which are just the devil's ideas coming into your head. So you could ignore them. Yeah? And when the devil tries to tell you something, that's exactly how it happens. The devil always tells you it's a good idea. Yeah? The devil always tells you it's the right thing to do. Of course it's the right thing to do. Why not kill that person? Yeah, that old lady. You have the big axe and she's just nothing. It would be very good for society and things like that. Yeah. Golden words he will pour in your ear. Not ears, but ear. So again, it's directed, it's concentrated, you may say. Golden words he will pour in your ear. And again, it's a warning. The narrator tells you what are this devil, or this Goldfinger guy, is going to do to you. So you can't say, oh, I didn't know, oh, I didn't know. There's no excuse for you for saying so. Yeah? You have been warned. So when someone tells you, come on, let's have some little innocent fun, there's nothing wrong with a round of two and my cousin, or there's nothing wrong with taking some drugs, it's just for fun, it's nothing, or something else. Or when the devil starts whispering into your ear and the words are golden, you think, oh, gold is good, so we should listen. No, it's lies. Lies can't disguise. Lies can't disguise. So we have word lies and disguise. Disguise again is a kind of a lie, because he is not what he appears to be. His words are not what they seem to be. What you fear. And what do you fear? What do you fear? So on one hand, it's a song, a specific song about a specific villain in a specific James Bond film. At the same time, it's more universal, and it's about devil working his ways on humanity. Well, it's nothing extremely specific. It's just general things, yes, but still, it can be taken personally. It doesn't have to be all about the film. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. It doesn't have to be all about the film. So you can listen to it, and it says you, not someone, you. You can listen to it. His lies, so golden words are really lies. Can't disguise what you fear. And what do you fear? What do you fear? Really? Yeah, we all fear different things, yes, but there's something that we all fear. Well, most of people do. Like death, maybe? Oh, like death, maybe? Yes, like being hurt, dying, getting sick, which is the same. Yeah? Maybe losing someone we love, maybe. But if you summarize it, then you fear. What do you fear is being hurt. You fear being killed in a nasty way. Maybe you don't fear it, you won't like it. And if we talk about more a spiritual point of view, then what is it that you might fear in that sense, in spiritual sense? Well, you might fear losing what? Losing not what? Losing it. Oh, and falling into that sticky trap. Because, well, how do you know? It affects your mind, it affects your perception, and perception is how you make your decisions, and how you decide what is right and what is wrong. And if that is corrupted, then it might be a bit difficult to understand what to do. But how about the gnomicky? How about the gnomicky? Yeah, exactly. How about the gnomicky? Yeah, the gnomicky will always help you. So even if your mind is in confusion, you still can feel it. You still can feel like, maybe it's not a good idea to take drugs. Maybe there's some other way of dealing with things. Or something like that. His lies can't disguise what you fear. So his power is great, but it's not absolute. Even here, his lies can't disguise what you fear. So on one hand, he tells you this and that, and he says that's very nice, that's lovely, come with me, I can help you, I can help you, yes, yes, I can help you, sure. I can help you die. Oh, well, thank you, Commander James, very nice of you, very helpful. But at the same time, you have your own connection. You have two centers of, let's say, gravity. One is the devil or Goldfinger telling you lies and calling you to join him there and promising you something which might or might not be true. And you have your sense of truth. You have your sense of truth. You have your sense of truth. And you're in between the two. And it's your decision. Do you gravitate into the devil's trap because you believe it? Or do you gravitate into your sense of truth because you believe that? And it might sound easy when you look at it from a side, but when you're in it, those two centers are quite powerful, both of them. The devil distorts reality and makes you think that what is right is wrong and what is wrong is right. It confuses you. You can't think clearly. That's a problem. If you can't think clearly, then there's no problem. But if you can't, you may not feel like you trust your sense of truth. You're like, is it really my sense of truth? Maybe that's another lie. Maybe it's not me. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just a little person. I might be wrong. Maybe that is right because it's big. It's Wikipedia says so. Google says so. But I don't think like that. But if Wikipedia says so, that must be right. Yeah. So it might be a difficult decision, but if you find your 0 point, which is exactly in between the two centers of gravity, where all forces are equal, then you're at rest. Then you can feel what is real, what is not real, what is true, what is not true. Yeah? Well, she agrees. Golden words he will pour in your ear, but his lies can disguise what you fear. For a golden girl knows when he's kissed her. Ah, interesting. Now we have another person in it, a golden girl. So who's a golden girl? You know, golden boy, golden girl. So a golden girl is she nice? Is she not nice? Oh, of course she's nice. She's very nice. She's a golden girl. Yeah, she did all right, and he approves of what she's doing. She's like the best student. Yes, I'm the best student. I'm the best student. I'm the best student. I'm the best student. No, you're not. I'm the best student. No, I'm the best student. Oh, come on, you're all good students. Oops. That's your hat again, you silly Muffy. Oh, thanks, Commander James. Thank you. Okay, so we have now the golden girl. Knows when he's kissed her. She's golden. She belongs to his reality. He's Goldfinger. She's a golden girl. But she comes from the other side of goldenness. That side which is shining. Yeah, the side which is healing and not killing. And we have these two polarities of the same idea. He's gold, which is cold, and she's gold, which is shiny, which is good, nice, good to you, beautiful. Yeah, because if you just look at gold, you can say, ah, it's beautiful, and it's just aesthetically pleasing, or you can feel the power. Yeah, it might be very, very nice. Or you can say, ah, gold can make people mad, it can kill people, can make people kill each other. So these two polarities meet, they kiss, and what happens is she's a girl and he's a man. She's not a woman, but she's a girl, like, and it's a kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger, in case we forgot his name. Yeah? Mr. Goldfinger. They kiss and she dies because he's poison, he's evil, he brings death, even to those of his own kind. Like, she's a golden girl, he's Goldfinger, they kiss, she dies. Yeah? And, but I thought it should be the kiss of life, like someone kisses a princess or a prince and they come back to life, or they and magic. Huh? No? Yes, that's the point, that usually you have the kiss of life, but here it's all backwards, you say. Oh. Yeah, because instead of having a kiss of life when a man kisses, the prince kisses the princess and she wakes up, yeah, the man kisses the girl and she dies. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, because a kiss is like transferring energy, transferring your essence. If someone kisses someone, it's like the essences are connecting. And there's an exchange of energies at this moment. Really, I thought it was just just some soppy, horrible stuff. Well, it can be that too, it depends on how they do it. But anyway, it's two energies connecting. Yes, and if one is pointed to kill, then it might kill you. Oh. So a kiss of life, but also a kiss of death. Oh, don't kiss me. I don't like kisses, especially if they kill you. Yeah, you see, that's what happens. So do you like kisses? Generally speaking. If you have a kiss, then it means they're happy, they're together. Oh, sweet. Yeah, they love each other, their gentle feelings, happiness, unity, la la la. But here it's something different. Because he's not her true love. He doesn't love her, and maybe she loves him, but she can't really. Well, thank you. So why would he kiss her? Just to kill her, just to show who's the boss, to claim her. It's not the kiss of love, it's a kiss of like a seal, like you belong to me. And since he is cold, he belongs to the world of the dead. She dies too, apparently. Golden words he will pour in your ear, but his lies can disguise what you fear. For a golden, fearful. A golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's a kiss of death. From Mr. Goldfinger. So now we really say it, we say the word death. We make it very clear, very clear. What do you fear? It's very clear. It's a kiss of death. When you expect it to be a kiss of life, but suddenly it just kills you. Oh no, oopsie, 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 oopsie. Yeah. And that's about the end of the poem. Pretty girl, beware of his heart of gold. His heart is cold. which is another amazing, great example of how you have a long line and then like a laconic punch line. If you can feel it. And again, how it's turning gold into coal, again, in case we forgot. So we are reminded that gold is cold, and there's a lady who shows all that's shining is gold. Yeah. And maybe it is really gold, but it makes it only worse because it has a real power, not like fake gold, which doesn't have a real power. And just even if it fools you, it's not a big deal. But if real gold fools you, it's a very big deal. Pretty girl. So golden girl knows when he's kissed her, it's a kiss of death. So you can't miss it. If he kisses you, you know immediately. It's like he's producing some pheromones in his breath or in his body, and if he kisses you, then you get addicted to him, and eventually you die. Maybe. So pretty girl, and now we unite a golden girl and you in the poem. I'm not a girl, I'm not golden. So you become the girl in the poem. Yeah, you thought you were just a watcher, just someone who was watching it, or just giving some abstract instructions. Well, it's not abstract, but you look at it in an abstract way, like, oh, I don't know, maybe it won't come my way yet, maybe it won't happen. But now he says, she says, they say, that you're part of it, you're the girl. You are the golden girl, you're the pretty girl. And pretty means stupid. Not true. I'm pretty, but I'm not a girl. No. I'm pretty and... No. Well, I'm not stupid anyway. Oh, good for you, good for you. Yes, good for me, good for me. No, if the girl is pretty doesn't mean she's stupid, but pretty, golden pretty, she comes, you come from the gentle side of reality. Not cold side of reality like he, but a gentle side of reality. You might be trusting, you might be nice and soft and trusting. Pretty girl. And you may think, oh, he's a big man, he's the boss, I should listen to him. Well, maybe not really. Pretty girl, beware of his heart of gold. His heart is cold. Yeah, so again, I really love it. I really love it how they turn it. Because what does it mean, the heart of gold? Yeah. It's the spaceship. It's Infinity Drive spaceship from the Hitchhiker's Guide. Oh yeah, I know. Had the ride once or twice. It's fantastic. Oh, did you? I'm Commander James. I fly spaceships, not you. Oh, I was just a passenger, really. Oh, okay. Then it's all right. Bah. So when you say heart of gold, it's something good. It means the person is very kind and loving and is ready to help. He has a heart of gold. But here again we turn it upside down, backwards, topsy-turvy. Well, thank you, Commander James. My pleasure. Now we turn it again and we say it's a heart of gold, but the heart is cold. So do not be fooled. Again, don't be fooled by your expectations. You expect the heart of gold to be good, but always look. Don't live by your expectation and past experiences. Yeah? You experienced in the past that a heart of gold is good, so you see a heart of gold, you think it's good. but you should look at it again. Every time you make a move, you should do it. Yeah. Well, you should do it like you do it for the first time, because there's no connection, there's no unity of time. Well, there's no unity of experience. What was true yesterday might not be true today or tomorrow. So you can't say, well, it was true yesterday, so it should be true today. That isn't so. What was true yesterday was true yesterday, and what is today is not a reality. So he has a heart of gold, but it's a disguise. It's lies like his golden words. This heart is cold. So he might appear to be nice and shiny, but he's heartless. Paradoxically, he has a heart made of gold, but in human sense, he is heartless. And then we repeat it. He loves only gold. So we end with just saying gold a lot of times. Beware of his heart of gold, his heart is cold, he loves only gold, he loves gold, he loves only gold, he loves gold. So we have a man and a girl, and you would say, maybe there should be love. Oops, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, but there's no love, and there's no even a remote possibility of love, because he loves only gold. He doesn't love you, he doesn't like people, he doesn't love people, he only loves gold. And we repeat it again and again and again. It's like we are chanting it. He loves only gold, he loves gold, he loves only gold, he loves gold. We taste the words on our tongue, we try different combinations of the same words, and we enjoy slightly different meanings. He loves only gold is the main statement. Then only gold, we repeat it, we make it stronger. He loves gold, but maybe he loves something else apart from gold. No, he loves only gold, he loves gold. So again, as you read it, it's like he only thinks about gold, and so the only words we hear here is gold, love, and gold, love, gold. Oh, it's not true kind of love. Well, it is for him. He loves gold, and it's true for him. Yes, Muffy, you have a point here. Because when we talk about love can be different, but what do we mean by love? If it's a big love with a big L love, then it can be love for gold, or for some people even. But he loves gold, he doesn't like that girl. He belongs to a completely different reality, he comes from a different planet. You can't reason with him in human terms. He might seem like horrible and evil from the human perspective, but from his perspective, obviously he's not evil. He's in love. Oh, in love is good, but maybe not in love with gold. If it makes you like kill people, maybe, kill people. Yeah, do you like? Yeah, Yes, we know. We got it. Thank you. Ooh. So that's a lot of gold in here. He loves only gold. And gold kills like Midas touch. He would rather have gold rather than living people, living emotions. Well, maybe. Ooh, what else can we say here? Any more comments? Yeah. Right. Well, that was our little Goldfinger poem from James Bond, who is very cool. So what do we think about people who only love gold? Are they happy people? Well, in a maybe not really. Yeah, maybe not really. Maybe not really. Oh, well, okay. Okay. So we have a very short but precise little poem, and it does give you shrills and chills because you touch something which is burning, and it's hot and cold at the same time. It's burning hot, like the sun, which is connected with, oh, I know, I've been to, okay, Commander James, I'm speaking, oh, sorry. It's hot like a burning sun, because gold means the sun energy. But at the same time, it's burning cold because the metal is very cold. And we have something that is burning hot and burning cold at the same time, something that is connected with the power of life and death at the same time. Very powerful, something that can kill you, but at the same time it's so attractive, it's so shining, it's hard to resist it. Yeah, we have golden words and golden heart, and we like it, we like the sight, but inside there is poison which might kill you. So we touch something cosmic in this little song. We touch something inside us, because we have those powers inside us, which is why we can connect so well with those. Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely have some gold inside me and some iron too. And do we have copper in our blood? I believe so, yes. Yeah, and other microelements, you know. I'm not talking about microelements of chemistry, you silly Muffy. I'm talking about spirit and spiritual forces, which are not that different from like physical forces. Physical, metaphysical, much of a muchness really. So if you look at the poem, you can see how that is inside you, the power of gold. You may imagine a golden stream rushing through you, maybe originating in your heart, and it can turn either way, because again, in itself, it's neither good nor bad. But there are two forces, two directions which it flows. Golden tea, two directions which it flows, and you may follow either, and it's very strong. It's very strong. One leads to death and coldness, and the other leads to life and big L, love, and the two are equally powerful. That's the point. The two are equally powerful. So what is going to tip the balance? What is going to tell you whether it's going to be a kiss of death or a kiss of life? Only you, only your decision. Yeah. So, but we appreciate this guy, this Goldfinger, because he's real. He is what he is, fully and truly. Yeah, it's not like he's not ashamed of what he's doing. He is in his power, and we appreciate it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be positive, negative. It's words, but he is in his power, and that's why we appreciate him. He loves only gold, and he doesn't make any excuses. Yet power never makes any excuses. Power makes no excuses. Electricity makes no excuses. Yeah, gold makes no excuses. I make no excuses. Well, I make a lot of excuses. Sometimes. Oh, sorry for speaking. Okay. Well, I think we can stop here. If you have any more ideas, you can let me know somewhere. You can play with gold. You can just try to feel that extremely powerful energy, like the sun. Gold is the sun energy, and again, the sun can kill you, but the sun brings life as well and kills you. and brings life, and kills you and brings life. So have a happy time of the day and see you later. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh, your hat again, your hat again. Okay, let's turn the top maybe.